So far we discussed about the conduction system of heart as well as the action potential in heart. Today's topic will be on ECG waves. Okay, so we'll be writing about ECG waves. Fine. This topic is very simple and it's very small too. Okay, the normal ECG wave, if you consider, it will be similar to like this. So we will be a P wave, Q, R, S, and you have a T wave, as well as sometimes you also get U wave also. So I have seen P, Q, R, S, T as well as U. Okay, so here this P wave, it is considered as atrial depolarization. Atrial depolarization. So now we will be considering QRS complex. So here this complex will contributes to the ventricular depolarization. Next we will be having T wave. As such, it will be contributing to ventricular, but then repolarization, very important, repolarization. So we saw that the P wave is contributing to the atrial depolarization, QRS complex is contributing to ventricular depolarization, and T wave is contributing to ventricular repolarization. Now what is this U wave? Listen carefully. This U wave sometimes we also get, and this U wave, if you see here, the repolarization, it is mainly the T wave, but when it comes to U wave, the repolarization happens late. And where now you can see this U wave, if you see, first remember 2P, that is first P is on Purkinje fibers and next P is on papillary muscle. You all know papillary muscle as well as Purkinje fibers. Okay, so this is about the normal ECG wave. Next we will be moving on with segments in ECG. Segments in ECG. What is this segments? Let us draw a normal ECG wave P, Q, R, S, T, okay, with P, Q, R, S and T. Now see, segments usually means in the ECG wave where all you can see the straight lines, okay. So where all you can see the straight lines, that we considered as segments, okay. So I can see two places where I can see the straight line, that is, this we call it as PR segment, and here we call this as ST segment. So what I told you, segments usually means straight lines. So here straight lines means there will be no current flow. If there is no current flow, we call the term as, listen carefully, we call the term as isoelectric lines. Okay. Next we will be seeing about the segments in detail. First we will be seeing about the PR segment. So now you tell me, where is this PR segment occurring? At the end of the P wave here, at the end of the P wave, and also at the start of the QRS. Yes or no? So PR segment I can be writing as end of P wave and onset or the start of QRS wave. Now you tell me, P wave denotes what? Atrial depolarization. So that is, the atrial depolarization has ended. Yes or no? End of P wave means what? atrial depolarization has ended, and then start of QRS wave means the ventricular depolarization has not occurred. Yes or no? So start of QRS wave means ventricular depolarization has not occurred. It's going to happen. So that line, that is the PR segment. Okay. So this delay, so you know that there will be no current flow, and because of this no current flow, there is a delay. What we have learned in conduction system of heart, who is producing that delay? That is the AV nodal delay. What is the duration of AV nodal delay? 0.1 second, and we call it as physiological delay, right? So this is what we have to remember in PR segment. Next important segment is about, yes, that is the ST segment. Now you tell me, where is this ST segment occurs in the diagram? At the end of the QRS wave and start of, before the start of T wave. Yes or no? So let us write, that is at the end of QRS complex and before the start of, yes, tell me, T wave. Fine. Now what really happens? End of QRS complex means what? QRS complex is related to what? Ventricular, yes, ventricular depolarization. Very good. And this ventricular depolarization has ended, and start of T wave means ventricular repolarization. That is, it has to occur, it has not started yet, before the start of T wave. So ventricular repolarization is going to happen, and that point we call it as joining point, or we also call it as J point. J point. And that will be occurring in the ST segment. Here in the healthy individuals, if you see, in the healthy individuals there will be no current flow. Yes or no? Because this is a segment we are learning about, no current flow. But pathologically there will be either ST depression or ST elevation, depending upon the type of diseases they are having. Okay, fine. Next we will be learning about intervals. So next we will be learning about intervals. So we saw about waves and then segments. Intervals means what? If we have both the condition, which means, let me draw, this is the P wave, Q, R, S and T, and let me draw another similar to it. Yes, let me use this color, P, Q, R, S, T. So I have drawn two ECG waves. Okay, so let us write as P, Q, R, S and T, and here it is P, Q, R, S and T. Fine. Now intervals means what? Both, when a condition arises that there is both waves as well as segments, that we call it as intervals. So where all you can see this intervals, listen carefully, here to here, that we call it as PR interval. PR interval. Fine. So we saw a wave and a segment. Okay. Next, very important, let me use different colors. Let me use, okay, this. Next is this R, okay, to successive another R. Okay, so we have waves as well as segments here. Next, let me use this color here to here. So we have wave as well as segment. Understand? Okay, so what we call this, we call it as QT interval, and this we call it as RR interval. Fine. Now what is this PR interval? Let us learn one by one. PR interval, what is that? See, in the PR interval, it is nothing but the onset of what? P as well as the onset of QRS complex. Yes or no? So it is like that. Very important point. It is the onset of P wave and onset of QRS complex. Fine. Now what really happens in onset of P wave? Yes, tell me. Atrial depolarization. I hope it is clear. The concept what I am saying is very clear, right? So atrial depolarization, and QRS complex is what? Yes, anyone? Very simple, right? That is ventricular depolarization. Ventricular depolarization. Fine. So there is onset of P wave as well as there is onset of ventricular depolarization, that is the QRS complex. So what is this PR interval duration? Very important, one more question. Duration is very simple, that is 0.12 to 0.20 seconds. You have to remember this point. Fine. If the value is prolonged or it is increased, that more than 0.20, then we call that condition as there is something problem in the conduction, blocks. So cardiac conduction blocks. Understand? Fine. So cardiac conduction blocks. Next we will be learning about RR interval. Now you tell me, where is this RR interval coming? RR, which means one R is here, another R is here. So successive 2 R waves. Yes or no? The interval is on 2 R waves. Fine. Now what is the scenario? This is for the 2 R waves. Fine. Next we will be learning about next interval, that is QT interval. Nothing much to be learned in RR interval. So I am going to next, that is QT interval. Now you tell me what happens in QT interval. So here is the diagram, right? So QT interval means what? Before the onset of QRS, here before the onset of QRS and till the end of the T wave. Yes or no? So before, let me use black color. So before the onset of QRS and end of T waves. Fine. Next here, it includes what? It includes onset of QRS means ventricular, yes, tell me, depolarization, and end of T waves means ventricular, yes, repolarization, which means there is total ventricular activity. That is the QT interval. It has a duration of 0.40 seconds. You have to note this. Okay, there is total ventricular activity and that we call as QT interval, which has the duration of 0.40 seconds. Okay, so this is all about the ECG waves. So I hope you understand. Like, subscribe and have a nice day. Thank you.